Hello everybody, this is Mr. Laubach. Thank you for joining me in this video. Today we are going to dive into the impactful legacy of Henry Clay and his visionary plan called the American System. So who was this dude, Henry Clay? Henry Clay was a towering figure in American politics during the early 1800s. He was a natural at rallying support and captivating audiences. Henry Clay was often referred to as the Great Compromiser, played numerous roles throughout his influential career in American politics. Clay's political roles included being a U.S. Senator from Kentucky and was the Speaker of the House of Representatives. He was known for his public speaking skills, leadership, and ability to navigate political tensions. He also served as a Secretary of State under President John Quincy Adams, John Adams' son, from 1825 to 1829. Now, on the foreign affairs front, Henry Clay was an excellent diplomat. He was part of the Peace Commission following the War of 1812 that took place in Ghent, Belgium, where the Treaty of Ghent was signed and eventually approved. While the war was officially a stalemate, Clay was a war hawk, and the treaty was seen as a victory by most Americans. As the Great Compromiser, Henry Clay crafted the Missouri Compromise of 1820, which temporarily settled the issue of slavery in new territories, and later the Compromise of 1850, which aimed to balance the interest of free and slave states. Clay also ran for president multiple times. He really wanted to be president, but was never successful in securing the office. Throughout his career, Clay was a staunch supporter of the Union. He worked tirelessly to bridge divides between different regions of the country and believed in the importance of maintaining the unity of the United States. Clay proposed the American System in the aftermath of the War of 1812. It was a comprehensive economic plan designed to foster national unity, economic growth, and U.S. self-sufficiency. The American System had three core components: a national bank, protective tariffs, and internal improvements. Clay envisioned a strong federal government playing a role in promoting economic development. So let's go over the three parts. Firstly, the plan called for a national bank to stabilize the country's financial system. Clay believed that a national bank would provide a uniform currency and help regulate state banks, fostering economic stability and growth. So he was a big believer in the national bank idea, which was also strongly advocated by Hamilton and his supporters. Secondly, the American System proposed a protective tariff on imported goods to the United States. These tariffs aimed to protect American industries from foreign competition, encouraging domestic manufacturing and reducing dependence on imported goods to the U.S. Lastly, internal improvements, or think of transportation infrastructure, such as roads, canals, and other transportation projects. By connecting different regions of the country, these improvements would facilitate trade, communication, and economic development, was the position of Henry Clay. However, implementing Henry Clay's American System faced many challenges. The plan sparked debate over states' rights versus federal power. Opponents argued that the federal government's involvement in economic affairs would infringe upon states' rights and favor certain regions over others. Despite opposition, elements of the American System were gradually adopted. The Second Bank of the United States was established in 1816, contributing to this economic stability until its controversial demise in the 1830s. Additionally, some tariffs were passed, although they remained contentious issues. While the American System wasn't fully realized during Henry Clay's time, its ideas laid the groundwork for future economic policies. The focus on economic development and the role of government in fostering growth became integral to later debates in American politics. In essence, Henry Clay's American System left a permanent mark on American economic thought, even though it was not fully realized. Its vision of a strong national economy, interconnected infrastructure, and governmental support for industry set a precedent for future policies and discussions. So whatever happened to Henry Clay? Sadly, he passed away on June 29, 1852, at the age of 75. He died of tuberculosis in Washington, D.C. after a lengthy battle with the disease. His death marked the end of an era in American politics and left a significant void in the leadership of the country. Whether you agreed or disagreed with Henry Clay's policies, it is undeniable that he had an incredible impact on shaping the United States and its policies during the 1800s. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video on Henry Clay and the American system. Thanks for joining me, and have a great rest of the day.